My name is Peggy Lamb. I had got started back in October of 2019 when I got custody of my grandbaby temporarily, and I still have her, and she's beautiful, and she's 16 months now, but wouldn't trade her for the world. And you all have been a whole lot of help. Roxanne started coming pretty much right off the bat every week. And of course, when COVID hit, we don't get to visit much, but we do online. So it's really been wonderful. I'm older, so it wears me out, but I wouldn't trade this child for the world. But yes, Help Me Grow has been fantastic, really. Because when you're this age and you start all over, you kind of think, I feel like I know everything, so why do I need help? But then once I got to know Roxanne and she started coming, it was like, I forget more than I than I remember sometimes. You remember the basics and you know how to take care of a baby. But there's a lot of things that she told me that I'm like, well, this makes me glad she's coming. And of course, I really like her now, so I'm always glad she comes. But it's been really good for me. It's been a lot of reminders, a lot of things that like I said, I had forgotten. So I know all the basics, and I love kids, and I know how to change her diapers, but there were little things that would come up, milestones that she and I would talk about, and I think, I'd forgotten about that, and things to do with the child to help. Now, I've always been a reader, so I've always read to babies. So that's one thing that Roxanne knows, that I'm into reading. She loves books, even at this age. I mean, when she was just little, she would go get me Llama Llama Red Pajama, and she knew what it was. If I said, do you want to read Llama Llama? She just got all bright-eyed and she'd go get it. So, but Roxanne has talked about books many times and communication. And like I said, everything that she talks about, it's really helped. We've gone through the 4 steps of success as far as, getting the child's attention. I wrote it down because sometimes I forget. And then tell her what to do, and then let her process it. And then, of course, you praise her for what she does. And she's so happy when you praise her because she'll clap her hands and smile. But it's just been a lot of things. A lot of things I'm thankful for, too, is you all have brought me diapers every month and sometimes other things. And that has been a huge help because I'm on Social Security. So that's just been amazing to have that kind of help. And I know that I can call Roxanne if I need something, and she would do what she could to get it for me. So, yeah. I'm sorry if I get to talking too much.
No, that's great. You covered, I don't have to ask my questions because you covered everything already.
Good.
But no,
I'm excited. I'm excited about the baby, and I'm excited about having help with her when I need it.
Absolutely. So you talked a little bit about, having visits before COVID. Now that COVID is here, the visits are virtual, but just backing up before that all happened, tell us a little bit about what a visit with Roxanne looked like.
She always had papers that I could read, always worksheets that I could read and go through, and then we would go over the papers. It was just basically what I talked about. Now, as she's older, there's ideas of games to play and things you can do with the child, and she still sends those through to me on email. So yeah, that's basically all it was. It's pretty much what I talked about, but each paper would be different every week and give me more ideas. And then to the point where she got when I was switching from formula to milk and food, there was a paper about what I could give her and what I'd feel comfortable giving her and what's good for her. And so that's basically what it was. Always reviewing papers, and it was good for me because, like I said, there were things that I thought I knew and I had forgotten. So it's good. It's good because I can look back on those papers sometimes, and if I think, should she eat this? And then I know I panic sometimes, but it's just the age thing, I think.
I don't know. I still do the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, our curriculum has handouts and topics for anything that has to do with children. So it sounds like you guys are making your way through that in your activities. So it's nice too with everything going on that, like you said, Roxanne is sending those via email now. So you're still getting those handouts. You're still seeing, those activities, and hopefully, you're able to utilize maybe some of the stuff that you have there at the house already for Kobe to play and to use those activities. So that's great. And
yeah, she just brought me crayons and a little coloring book for her the other day. And
oh, good.
it was funny because just this week I got crayons out for her, and I have a big sketch pad, and I was trying to help her write, and she's just getting the hang of it because she's 16 months old. But it's nice to know that she brings those things once in a while for me.
So I would say that my next question is, what would you tell a family who was thinking about maybe signing up and being involved in our program, and maybe they were kind of on the fence? What would you tell them?
When you're new and learning things, it's even better because they're teaching you so many things that you need to know about that child. I would encourage everyone to do it. It doesn't matter how old you are, whether you've had kids or not. It's just been a great help. If you've done it, it's a good reminder, and if you haven't, you learn a lot. And Roxanne herself has been wonderful. You know, she goes over the worksheets with you, and she answers any questions you have. And I think that's what new foster parents or new parents at all, you know, they need that stuff. They need the basics just to hear them, even though you think, oh, it's not that difficult. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, anyone that's had kids, it's more difficult than you think. And if you can have help, go for it, especially with Help Me Grow. Like I said, I think you guys have been wonderful. You've been an awful big help.